Nassim Varasteh, also known as the Karate Queen, is a two-time silver medalist at the World Championship and five-time Pan American champion. She is the owner of a karate school here in Toronto. Since 2014, she has led the Canadian national team as the head coach in karate. We caught up with Nassim just before she leaves for Tokyo for the Olympic Games for a few questions, a quick chat, and to wish her and the Canadian team all the best at the Olympic Games. I have a few questions, Nassim Jan, and thank you again for your time. As a female athlete in a predominantly male-oriented sport, a combat sport, you have overcome many obstacles and achieved tremendous success. You are now headed to the Olympics, not as an athlete to compete, but as the head coach of the national team. How does that make you feel?
First of all, thank you so much for having me on Yara again. It is an absolute honor. And what does it mean to me? It obviously means the world. I just pulled up some articles maybe like a few months ago before we even qualified. And it was my dream to be in the Olympics when I was 16 years old. And that didn't happen because our sport is now only for the first time going to the Olympics. So obviously I'm excited to be part of the history of our sport. And I think I'm very lucky in the sense that I'm a coach in Canada, because I feel like in Canada, we're so much more open-minded here, and we're more open to change and very progressive. And I've always had great working relationships with my national federation, with my male co-workers, and pretty much everybody that I work with. So it's been a real blessing. And again, to be part of this history is really great. It's a great achievement, I know, but at the same time, I don't feel overwhelmed with any sort of feelings and emotions too much. I'm just very focused on our performance and on preparing and really having a good result in the Olympic Games.
What were the additional challenges in terms of training the athletes during the pandemic?
Wow. I mean, we were supposed to, obviously, this is the 2020 Tokyo Games and it's 2021, right? So it's obviously been a very challenging couple of years, really. We were not able to compete for about a year and a half, which, it's a combat sport. So it's very important to remain active and competitive. Some sports like, I don't know, there's a lot of sports that you could practice on your own, or even in like a more exclusive environment, but this is not one of those sports. So we weren't able to compete, but actually for Daniel, it worked out because there was he had few injuries in the regular competitive season. So actually our break during COVID allowed him to recover and to really ramp up his training in time for the qualification event, which was actually just a little over a month ago. So to qualify for the Olympics and then have to perform the Olympics in just a little over a month is a pretty daunting task. But at the same time, it didn't give too much of a gap in between the two events. So it's actually worked in our favor.
What is it like being the only female head coach in the combat sports, now heading to the Olympics?
I've been the head coach for the last 6 or 7 years, and everybody that I'm going to be seeing, the officials, the other coaches from the other countries, they all know me. I think it's more for the people on the outside. They might say like, oh, she's a female, or, oh, and it's just like, I don't know. I think it's just, I'd like to see it as, I would like to see people getting used to this more and more, to females in leadership roles, and areas that are perceived as male dominated. whether it's in sports and sciences and whatnot, and in medical fields. I think that the world is changing and we're all going to get used to this.
Finally, what message do you have for the athletes out there, specifically for the young female athletes?
What message do I have for the young female athletes is believe in yourself, work hard, and stay focused on your dreams. Don't let things get in your way. And to not let people dictate your limitations. I think over time, athletes will recognize what they are capable of, and really to stay focused on the process, to work hard, put the time, and really anything is possible with the right mindset and with the right work ethic. So that's my message, is that really, and anything is possible. When I applied for the position of head coach, I didn't know that we were going to get into the Olympics. It was always something that we had been in discussion about. And opportunities present themselves and you just have to be ready to step up to the plate.